Okay, so Tower of God, episode 10. I actually took notes today, so we're going to get into this. And these are tea stains and shit because I tend to spill my tea on this, but you know, Earl Grey for life, bitch. So we're getting into the episode. A lot of shit went down the past few weeks, and I haven't covered it for like forever because I did do it on Anime Conversations with Josh. And then, you know, shit happened, the world's in, yeah, like stuff's happening. So we're hopping right back into it. I guess it's more of like a slice of life episode, or this is the downtime. We're about to get back into the bullshit soon. But we get into it. Redhead girl, I believe, Hwaryun. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm so sorry, but that's how I phonetically see it, so that's how I'm gonna say it for now. I'm probably not even gonna say it no more. I'm just gonna say redheaded girl. She comes up to Kun because Kun's up there as a light bearer, which for a while, and this was beforehand, like I was like, what is he? Is he a scout? He's a light bearer? He's a light bearer, and he's really fucking good at it, which it's kind of scary. He just has access to all those people's information on a regular basis, and I don't know how to react to that. I'm gonna come back to him though. She walks up to him and she's just basically like, hey, I'm dropping out. You don't even need to worry about it. I'm not going to pass anyways. So then the focus goes on to Ho, who last episode kills himself. And once again, I just want to bring the spotlight to, they're not afraid for the gore. When they went into Serena's background with the previous episode, or the episode for last, or whichever one that was, and the Rancor was slicing her friends apart, of course you see like his floating blades like slicing through them or whatever in the shadows. But then we just get like blood everywhere, blood. We get the knife going into Rachel's back, and then we get Ho literally stabbing himself in the heart, and like you can see the life draining out of his eyes. They're not afraid with this shit. So basically Kun was after Ho's ass because he knew that Ho resented Bam in some form or fashion, and part of his plan was to get Ho out of here during that test. Now, Quant, I'm pretty sure he was pissed for being used, but at the same time, he really had no choice. So it is what it is. You can stay mad, you can be mad, but that's how it's going to be in this situation, because what we're getting Kun, the mastermind, and he's not the mastermind of the tower. I do not believe he's the mastermind in any way, form, fashion whatsoever, but I do think he's extremely smart. And just how Yoo Sung basically in those earlier episodes, what was it, episode 2 or 3, where he basically just said, you know, you can't be overthinking everything here. Sometimes you're just gonna have to put your foot forward and go. Like Rock busting open the door while Kun was just freaking out the entire time. I think that these plans are going to end up fucking them hard one day. And ironically, he's the one that was talking to Bama like, oh, hey, you know, the road ahead. And I'm like, yeah, bruh, it's not just going to be tough for Bam. It's going to be tough for you too. I don't know how, but that shit's coming. We also get into Bam and Rachel, and then Kun. Actually, you know what? Stop. When you talk about Rock, the director fucked him up. And right now, I'm seeing Rock used as a lot of comedic relief, but I want so much more. Like, I want to know way more about his fighting style, his history, which I'm pretty sure they're going to give it to us. But the comedic relief isn't wearing off, but I'm worried that it's going to become tiresome in the future and not be as effective. Back to Kun and Maria and Rachel and Bam. So there are definitely some parallels between both of these couples, and from what I'm getting, it seems like Kun wants to stick around Bam because he sees what he and Maria could have been in Bam and Rachel, because Bam won't give up on Rachel. But at the same time, I'm just getting toxic. Everyone's toxic. Well, not everyone. Bam is actually, you know what? Bam has some role in the toxicity too, because he's continuing the toxic relationship by still being a bitch with Rachel. And I understand that Rachel is his entire life, and she showed him the light. Like, she came from the light. But then I have all these questions concerning where was Bam in the first place? Why did Rachel find him? What was she doing in the area? And also, we found out that she resented, which it's not really surprising that she's resented him, because we could just, from the moment that they both started to interact again, there was definitely a juxtaposition between how she was presented from Bam's memories and how she is presented now. She don't like that nigga. We get it. But now she's being honest about it, and I can say I'm here for that. But what I'm not here for is Bomb basically saying, okay, well, I'm not going to abandon you. This leads us back to the very beginning when it says this is a story of Bomb and Rachel. Because when she got stabbed in the back and they were like, oh, she can't walk no more, I was like, all right, that's it. And then in the back of my head, I was like, wait a second, that's not it. Because they wouldn't have said this is the story of Bomb and Rachel in the beginning. Yes, of course, he's going to carry her ass up the fucking tower. Now, again, I'll give Rachel some brownie points because she literally said it's time for you to abandon me. And I was like, that's absolutely right. You better get rid of it. Yes, go ahead, drop her and go. You can wish for her. You can have any wish you want, and then you become a ranker and you can get a lot of like allowances in life. I'd be okay with that. Wish for her to get her bodily functions back once you get to the top of the tower, call it a day. But trying to carry her up there is a problem. Also, when they went back into the cafeteria, you could see that she's not here for Bomb making friends outside of her. She's not here for it. It's toxic and it's engaging at the same time. So I feel like it probably sounds like I'm complaining about it, but I'm just like, this is what I'm getting from it. I'm getting, this is a toxic relationship that one of them has realized that they should have never started in the first place, and the other one never knew anything else in the beginning. So it's kind of just, it's rough for it to just be done because one person doesn't want it to be over and the other person doesn't have the balls to actually let them go. So now one thing that I would love to see is I would love to see in Dorsey save Bomb from Rachel, because we've gotten in Dorsey's background, and even though I don't really agree with the methods that she uses to get to where she wants, I can respect them at the same time because of the world that she lives in. So with that, she's shown so much more empathy for Bomb within the few days that she's known him compared to Rachel, who's known him, I'm saying, for I guess multiple, I don't know if they knew each other for years or like the span of time that, you know, she found him, cut his hair, taught him how to live, and then she was like, all right, deuces, I'm going to the tower. We don't know how long it took. But I believe that Endorsey would be a great alternative, although I'm almost positive we're not going to get Endorsey as the other alternative. I do like Endorsey and a Knott's side story going on though, because I'm getting the sense that Endorsey wants that same thing. Endorsey wants to have children. She probably wants to be in love with someone, and because she got all of that other stuff, she wants even more because she already attained that. And I don't think it's a selfish thing. I just think it's something of just like, no, like, I've reached this upper echelon in our society, and now I'm denied things that everyone else gets that makes them fundamentally happy. And that's fucked up. I think that's really fucked up. So I can see why she has like a sort of attachment to Anat now. And I would have talked about this earlier if I had done the episode when they were like fighting and shit like that. But I'm gonna do it now because it's still important. One of the other things I really enjoyed about the episode was the sense of community that they had, and Bomb's just friends. Like, he actually has friends. And then Kun has kind of like latched onto that and decided, well, you know, maybe relying on others isn't quite so bad. Maybe things can move. Maybe I can find a different path in life with people as opposed to just myself. And I think at first Bomb was the one that opened his eyes, and now after all of their experiences while training, Kun is way more open to, hey, you know, maybe these people aren't too bad. But at the same time, knowing Kun and all the bullshit that he's pulled so far, he's probably just using them. And he's probably using them with Bomb in mind to like keep at the forefront to like help Bomb. So it is what it is. So basically, Yu Han Sung, shit's going down. I'm pretty sure shit is like, we're getting behind the scenes fuck shit, and it's just opening up like layer after layer after layer of what, like, of story where it's just so amazing. It's amazing. One of my biggest things that I took from this episode was that I don't think that Jihad has the all-encompassing power that everyone believes that he has. So let's take it back. Yuhan basically meets with the teacher who was, well, he didn't really meet with him. He caught him talking to somebody and was like, oh, I'm about to get Black March and Green April back. And, we're going to take out Anat because she's not supposed to exist because she has, part of the Jahad power and it's not supposed to be passed to the rest of the public through blood. So, yeah, they're definitely trying to get her out of here, which... Ooh, that's gonna hurt my soul if they do that. I'm really falling in love with the majority of the characters, and I'm afraid we're about to hit like Game of Thrones, where it's just like, we've developed all these characters, now it's time for you to watch all of them die. He's with the Royal Enforcement Division number 67. I'm gonna say Lopo. So Lopo, and it looks like he's inside. He's wearing the skin of the instructor, or if that's actually him with just like a suit on that looks like the instructor. Regardless, the instructor is not who they're supposed to be. Yuhan is basically like, no, you're not who I thought you were. And Homeboy tries to fight. Lopo tries to fight Yuhan, and Yuhan basically eviscerates him with whatever the worm thing. Boop, boop. Like his was thicker and bigger. You lost. And then Yuhan comes out and basically like, oh no, I'm on your side. Like, I'm gonna help you get this. I am here for the royal family. We're the ones who, we protect the tower down here. So this is what we're going to do, and I'm going to help you. And the other guy is like, what? I mean, okay. And Yuhana's like, you know what? Call your boss. Let him know. I'm here. And Lopo's just like, what the fuck was that? I'm also like, what the fuck was that? Because this is weird. But then we get Kun meeting with Leroro. Ooh, I thought I was gonna fuck Leroro's name up. I think I got it now. And basically, we get the revelation that Yuhan kinda is setting shit up behind the scenes, especially with Ho. Like, he was the one that gave the letter to Ho and knew that he was gonna be in the same team as Rachel and Bomb and all that bullshit. So, of course, Kun's ass is, like, paying attention to everything. So, he knows this. He tells Lotaro. And then they kind of, like, form, I'm assuming it's, like, a temporary alliance. Or it's, like, some kind of agreement. But we get to everyone being announced that they passed. Basically, the people that we want to pass. And Serena left. She had a really cute scene with Shibisu. And I'm really going to miss that dynamic because I really enjoyed both of those characters, going back and forth with each other. But, hey, maybe we'll see her again. I really want her to live. She's probably gonna die now. Everyone's in, and they announce everyone who has graduated. And I just want to take time to say, fuck Parakul, you shiesty green bitch. I don't like him. I'm waiting for the moment when he gets the fuck out of here, because this is just, I know there needs to be a character like that everywhere, but I don't even want a redemption arc from him or anything like that, because he doesn't even show any redeeming qualities. So no, he's got to go. Everyone passes, including Rachel, but then Rachel is also being problematic because she's Rachel, and even though it's not her fault, she's problematic. And they're like, oh, you passed, but yeah, you failed because you can't do anything. You are disabled now. You cannot walk. Too bad. You're not going to the tower. And Kun's like, oh, I got this. So then they start talking about the administrator test. And what we find out is that King Jahad got into the tower and took the administrator test, and this is how he gained all of his power. So my assumption for everything is that with the royal administrators and everyone else that's included with it, Jahad, especially when Yuhan reveals that Jahad had to get in, force his way in and get the test, and that only irregulars can take the test. What I'm getting from this is that Jahad is an irregular himself. He was the first person to actually force his way into the tower, took the administrator test, did it, climbed to the top, became king, and then he set up the rules for everyone else. And now I'm thinking, oh, well, one of the reasons why they don't want irregulars in the tower is because irregulars will have the possibility to have the same power as the king. That's why irregulars are framed in a negative way. So with this, of course, Kun is taken off guard because he didn't know, and of course Letterdo didn't know either. And this is when Bomb reveals everyone that he's an irregular, and basically everyone's just like, oh well, I don't fuck with irregulars like that. Although everyone who was in Bomb's like close friend group is like, oh well, you know what, actually we don't really give a care. We're trying to get to the top of the tower. We don't care if we are labeled as that. Bomb has helped every single one of us in some form or fashion, either physically or emotionally or mentally. So we're going to continue to climb the tower with him. And also, it seems like it's going to be a group effort from now on. I don't know if they're going to put them against each other and say, oh, hey, you know, someone's going to have to die because all of y'all can't go to the top of the tower. Who knows? I hope it doesn't get to that. But nope, there's too many. There are too many moving wheels. There's too many devices going on. Something's gonna happen. And then the episode ends with Bomb in front of the big ass eyeball, which I'm assuming is like the administrator. It's not Hedden, bunny rabbit like thing. It's not him, because I feel like he would just show up in front of Mom to give him the test. So, and also the eyeball showed up in earlier episodes and, like, you know, helped him with the Shinsu. We kind of got a lot of like info this episode, and it wasn't quite an info dump that blew people's minds. It was more so of, hey, we're moving the plot along. Of course, things are still moving, but also here are some brand new elements that we're introducing. Hope you enjoy, which of course everyone's fucking enjoying. This is one of the best things that's airing this season. I'm not reading the webtoon, so once again, I probably should have put this in the beginning, but you know, don't spoil it. Like, people don't want to be spoiled with this because we're really enjoying it. And as far as it being an exclusive, it's a really well done exclusive, and hopefully we see the next part of it very soon, because I believe that was that's episode 10. So I believe it's what, like 12 episodes, 12 or 13. It's coming to an end. We got like 2 weeks left, maybe 3. So hopefully we get confirmation, hey, next season is coming soon. Hopefully it'll be in the winter. If not in the winter, everything's going to be pushed back to 2021 anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. In the meantime, in between time, I'm really enjoying what they've done. All the voice actors are really fucking amazing. All the production's really amazing. Fight scenes, the music. Oh, forgot to talk about the music. The music, the vocal track that was playing when Yuhan was fighting Lopo, that shit was really, really, really well curated. It fit the scene perfectly. I'm assuming they're going to release an OST. It's probably going to be more so in Japan than it is here, but you know, everybody's going to find that music one way or another. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let me get off of the internet. Bye.